All right, this is the main reason why I stopped caring for politics, why I don't really pay attention like I used to. I don't pay attention at all. Today is election day, so I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to touch on this a little bit. For those of you who think similarly, and for those of you who don't, those of you who have your opinions one way or another. So, the biggest thing for me on why I just stopped following politics and just don't really care because it's just a method of just dividing our society into, I would say, two pathways: the Democratic way and then the Republican way. There's no in between. I touched on this in a video before, but people identify too much with one party or another. People identify their personality, their literally everything around a political party. And it's not like you can choose some policy, some Democratic policy, choose some Republican policies, and then kind of mesh that all together. It's either you're all or nothing, depending on which way you swing in that sense of the word. But it's just not really for me. Like it causes more frustration, anger. I'm just like when I watch the news and I try to find like, or when I did watch the news, I'll try to find like outlets that weren't one side or another. But no matter what channel you watch, it's gonna be polarizing. It's gonna have some sort of bias, some sort of agenda that it's preaching. So regardless, they're turn on the news, bro. It's just shitting on the other party. They never talk about things that their particular party is going to do. Is more so just talking about the things that didn't go well with this party, and everything that went well in the nation is because of us, and everything that didn't go well with the nation is because of them. And it's just like no accountability. Like I feel like to I don't know if you ever seen like House of Cards. It's a great show. But I used to watch House of Cards, and obviously since it's a show, it's drama, it's dramatic, it's just not real life, but it kind of relates in a sense that in order to get to that top pedestal of being president or being where you want to be, you have to slime other people. You have to push other people to the side. You just have to slime your way to the top. Like it's just grimy how it works. It's not. It's always using your power, using your relationships, using your whatever, your name, your network, just to advance your career. Like it's never to benefit someone else. It's always using. You need to talk to this person so you can get to this next level. You need to do this so you can get to this next level. You need to eat this dinner with that person who you don't fuck with, but if you can become friends with them, then you'll be this and that. And that's just the game, I guess, to advance your career in the political sense of the way. And it works like that in the corporate setting as well, just trying to get a job, or if you're in a job in a corporate setting or any type of job, it's more so who you know as opposed to what you know. You can have the most intelligent person. Like there's way better candidates than the two major candidates that we have, way smarter, way more fitting candidates to be a president. But obviously, as a president, you have to have more skills than just being smart. You have to be able to communicate. You have to be able to rally people, persuade people into believing in the things that you say. Just having an influence over them, I guess you would say, is the biggest thing that the political game is. And it's similar to like back in the day. Like I used to watch these documentaries on like cults and shit. Like cults influence people to make them literally do anything. There was cults, that one cult where I forgot, they went to South America drink the Kool-Aid, don't drink the Kool-Aid. And they had such amount of power, such amount of influence over people. It's kind of, they can brainwash people essentially, and that's what I think. It's similar in the sense with politics. You're pretty much brainwashing people to believe everything you say, and everything you say is correct. Everything you say is the right way to do things. And if someone goes against what you're saying, if someone doesn't completely agree with what you're saying, then they're completely in the wrong. So they're completely in the wrong. So they have to completely follow all the things that you are preaching. Otherwise, they're an enemy. And that's essentially how, in my eyes, the political game works. And it's similar to that of a cult. But I don't know. People asking me, "Are you going to vote?" I'm just like, I'll go by. I'll stop by, see what the word is. But I don't really, like I said, I don't really follow politics. I don't watch the news at all. So I don't know what's going on. And people probably watching this being like, "Yo, you didn't know what's going on because it's your life, it's your tax money, it's your this and that." But I realize, for me, it's just it's gonna cause more frustration, more anger than it's worth. It's gonna make me angry at one party or another. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make me just frustrated with the world. Like, it's gonna make me look through the eyes of someone I don't want to be. You know, I don't really want that. And if it means not watching the news, if it means not being updated on what's going on, it is what it is. Like, I follow like market data, stock market data, things of that nature, but not anything politically. Even though politically it can have an influence on like the stock market, on what I do, I day trade. So obviously it does coincide with one another, but I don't follow it that like I don't honestly follow the news like at all. The moral of the story is, man, like, if you want to go out, if you got a person you want to vote for, if you want to do your thing, go and do your thing. Like, don't think just because someone disagrees with you, someone is affiliated with a different party than you, then they are your enemy, they are wrong. Like, people think that. Like, people who are Democratic or people who are Republican think, I'm right, you're wrong. I completely agree with all the things that they're saying. Like, if you really think about it, do you say you have a political party, right? And they have their agenda of their policies, what they're gonna enact, all the things that they're gonna doing. Do you completely agree with 100% all the things that they're doing? Probably not, but it's not like you can pick apart and choose what you want to vote for specifically. It's just all or nothing, like I mentioned. It's not, you can take a piece of this, piece of that, piece of this, piece of that, piece of that. So I don't really care. Like, it's just gonna make me angry, just mad at the world. I'd rather just have my peace, rather have my sanity, and I'm still gonna somewhat keep in tune. Like, obviously, I'm gonna know who the president is. It's not gonna be that, like, I'm not gonna be that under a rock, obviously, but I'm not the type of person who every morning or every evening or every whatever I need to turn on to the news, seeing what's going on, because majority of it is just negativity towards another party, one party or another. And I don't need that. I don't know. You might need that. You might need that in your life because you have no other excitement in your life that's going on. You have no other things that's going on. But I see it more so as like entertainment. You know how people watch like Jersey Shore and shit like that. I guess you can use it as entertainment, but subconsciously, it's getting in your mind. It's getting in your head. Even you may not know it, but it is. Um, so that's really it. So if you want to vote, go out and vote. And tonight we shall see who the new president is and go from there. Peace.